Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Just literally had someone ping at the door, which was fantastic. Got given a parcel. I have no idea what it is. We're on the Guinness tonight, so that's going to throw a couple of you off. Mega. Hope good, guys. Hope you had a good weekend. I've 11 people already. Welcome. Bloody love it. Welcome. Well, she did my hair now and put me a different hoodie on. Yeah, so I had a weekend off this weekend. So if you have messaged me, yeah, they dropped off. If you have messaged me, that's why. So this weekend off, which has been good. Been doing some things with some lovely people. Saw the fam. Mother's Day in it. Did some baking. Gonna get fat. So yeah, mega. Kobe down. He's not listening to me. But why would he? Because I'm fucking nothing to him. So guys, hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully you've had a good week as well, if I haven't seen you. Hopefully your dogs are fucking smashing it. Today I want to talk about getting your dog off lead and why that's important and how that's going to help you with a lot of your issues, right? Whether that's lead pulling, whether that's whether that's reactivity, whatever it is, how getting your dog off lead is really important and how it's gonna work for you. You got to think, if you've got a dog that doesn't have food motivation or toy motivation or isn't really social with you, then you're pretty shit out of luck in conventional training. So what you're left with? Well, you're left really getting, what is motivation really? Motivation is obviously something the dog wants to do. The dog feels a value to it, all right? So if the dog feels there's a value to the outside world, for instance, you've got a spaniel that wants to jump into the brambles. Good lad. Jump into the brambles. Right? And that's what it wants to do because that's what it sees as valuable. And that's what gets his frustration out and all that type of stuff, right? And that, that's what's going to be important to it. And that's what we can leverage and that's what we can do for our dog training, right? It's like anything. You've got to have a value, you've got to have an outcome, you've got to have something that you want to do, i.e. if you were the dog, right? Or put yourself in the dog's shoes, where you're going to want to be out and actually do something, right? So where does getting your dog off lead fit into this? Well, if you're able to, sorry guys, I've got Kobe here, he's just spinning, so I can't do anything about it. He's just going to do it. And he'll eventually settle down. So hopefully you can hear me. So getting your dog off lead, basically, that's probably the best thing that you can do in that situation, right? Because you're going to allow your dog to be genetically fulfilled. You're going to be allowing your dog to get some sort of motivation from it. You're going to allow your dog to let off some steam, which is then going to drop the frustration level of the dog, which then potentially is going to drop the frustration level being leaked out in ways that we don't want, such as reactivity. So why not, if that works, why not do it? I remember when I went over to America, I went over just for a 3-day seminar. Some of you may know, may follow these guys. But I was speaking to Carlos, who was hosting the whole event. Carlos Ramirez, really good, very good decoy, very good dog trainer. Does a lot with the sheriff's department and the military out in Florida. Really good. And he was there with Justin Rigney and Mike Nesbitt. Really, again, fantastic trainers. A dream of mine to have met them, honestly. So it was fantastic opportunity. And Carlos said to me, he said, in dog training, it ain't daft if it works. Now, to a degree, obviously, the welfare of the dog has to be the welfare of the dog has to be taken into account. You can't just dog daddy your dog. And again, if you know who that is, you'll understand the reference. If you don't, check him out. It's not what we do, but you know, we don't want to shut a dog down. But if it comes to it, we can find something that works for the dog. Why not? Yeah. And it's safe to do so, and we can replicate it, and we can manage it and manipulate it. So if we get the dog off lead, you can drop that frustration, and as we've talked about before, that stress bucket, we can empty that stress bucket quicker because we've got that. That's going to help you with regards to reactivity. In this case, we'll use reactivity, right? Or even lead pulling, right? To a degree. Because we use that as the massive motivator, right? You do this, you walk nicely, this is going to help you get to that point. If you're reactive, I'm going to let you be fucking a dog, right? And go and do your own thing. And then that's what's going to reduce all that frustration, that stress, that build up. It's like going to the gym. Now, it's not a case that we just get to the field, let the dog off and go, oh, fuck, now what? We don't, obviously, that's not how we do it. We get to the point where we're able to rebuild that up. Good lad. We build that up in terms of like use of the long line, flexi line. You've got to have some sort of value to you where the dog understands that recall. And the way that you do that is you tell the dog that you're able to, again, release it to the environment, and coming back to you is not the end of the playtime or end of the fun. Once you've built that, then you get to the point of allowing your dog out, right? And again, that doesn't need to be in your local park where you just let the dog off and go, oh fuck, let's fucking hope and pray that the dog comes back, because it's probably not going to. So you do this in a structured environment. You can do this in your garden. You can do this then on your, like I said, your flexi lead, your long line. You then go to maybe a locked in park, your dog fields, that type of stuff, and work it from there. So you build this up to then point where you're going out on a walk into your public areas where you're going to see a lot of dogs. All the dogs off has no real value or interest in other dogs, because again you've run this alongside that as well, that counter conditioning and all that type of stuff, and your dog is just fucking happy, right? Because its stress bucket's not full, it's not close to threshold, it's doing its own thing, which it finds valuable. In turn, personally from you, you're then going to feel better because you're not stressed, you're not on edge. Yeah, because your dog's doing the same thing, and it's that cycle that we go into where the dog's happy, you're happy, all that type of stuff. Feedback loop. I think on the other side of things, reactivity is a feedback loop. Dog stressed, you're stressed. See the dog, you tighten up your lead. Dog feels tighten up the lead. Dog feels the other dog's the issue, and you get in this feedback loop. So again, if you can reverse that or break that cycle, that's going to help you. So the way that I would do this, really generally, is obviously you're building that value, but you also have, like, when you let your dog off, you have some sort of insurance policy. So use an e-collar. We've talked about e-collars before. If you're new here and you haven't, there's another live there with regards to e-collars. If you're also interested, we do have a school account, so ping me a message. I'm more than happy to get you access to that. Hello, Shaz, how are you? Hello, Luke, you're all here. I made it. After the weekend you had, mate, I'm surprised. I wouldn't have been upset either. Yeah, I bet, mate. I bet. Put in a shift. So yeah, getting your dog off. And I suppose what's prompted this is, and he's here actually. I want to go see Shez this weekend. Fucking put some other blokes into the ground. Big hits. Right at the end, the whole thing. I hope these guys don't mind me saying it, but for Kate and Shez and Chief, their whole end goal was for him to settle at a rugby game, and then with around loads of people, dogs, noises, whistles, everything. That was their aim goal. And I saw that fucking firsthand. They smashed it. They got there. They did it. Right? Loved it. Do you know what's really, really fun afterwards? All was said and done. Pitch got tore down. They let him off. Do you know all he wanted to do was, well, be with his mum and dad. This is Chief. Be with his mum and dad. Play with the ball. That's all he wanted to do. And it was on his e-collar. I don't think it ever needed to be used once. The ball was thrown. He went to get it. And the love and how happy he was in that moment was amazing. And that's what's prompted today's life. Because getting your dog off lead and doing that doesn't matter what's going on around you. There was other dogs there. There was cars moving off the field. There was people. The people tearing down like the coffee tent and what have you. Right? People tearing down the cameras, moving about. The lads were moving the big. I'm gonna fucking butcher it, but the post covers, the post cushions or whatever they're called, right? Post protectors. They're moving them, and he just had no interest. He didn't care because the value to the ball had already been there, but also being off lead. Post protectors. That's probably the only thing that I didn't say. Thank you, mate. And then it didn't really matter where anyone was in terms of Shez or Kate because he's like, no, they're there. And he comes back. And he was just so happy. He never ran far. He never really ran far from anyone. He just stayed and did his own thing. There was kids running around and everything, right? And do you know what really then further solidified this? Went to the club afterwards, have a couple of drinks. Again, loads of people, food was going on, right, on the table, but also elsewhere. There was people, drinks. Obviously, you got to think, might get a bit leery. I left before that, right? He just laid down. Not interested in anyone else. He laid down, apart from he tried taking Shez's spicy ring. It's not a euphemism, right? He just laid down, chilled out, did his own thing. Because he'd been, again, he got shown what he needed to do. Other things were in play, but his stress bucket didn't get full because he managed to dissipate that real quick by having some off-lead time, right? Perfect. So the problem with obviously keeping your dog on the lead is you're going to build that frustration. You're going to build that tension. You're going to build that stress. Even if you're not thinking about it, even if you're not conscious to think about it, that's what's going to happen because every time, just like your dog, you've also got your stress bucket. Mate, stop it because you know what it's like. I'm a humble person. It's not me. It's you. You've put it all in. You've just taken my knowledge, what I've given you, and you put into practice. That's all I can ask for. It's all you, mate. But I am glad, in all seriousness, I am glad to see it. And I said it to Kate as well. I said, I'm glad to see this. And I said it to Ebony, who was with as well. I said, I'm really glad to see this because this is what is deserved. This is what is deserved with all dogs. And that's why I'm preaching it now, right? I've seen it with my own eyes, right? I've seen it with my dogs, right? My dogs do their own fucking thing. It's cool, right? But I like to see it with my own eyes. I want to see other people do it, right? Luke, you and Tisha are going to be in the same position where we're getting Ted off and he's doing his own fucking thing, right? And you're going to feel comfortable and confident that he's off lead. And yeah, I mean, again, these guys, I'll tell you, probably the first time that he was ever off lead, and especially around distractions, we had. Kate sent me some videos early on in the week. And like, oh, these are the back end of it, but there's a dog over there, there's a dog over here, and all he wanted to do was play with his ball and be here. He had every opportunity to fuck off, but he didn't need to, right? Yeah, look, it was just honestly, he was the lead. The lead was on obviously when playing football, playing rugby. Sorry, just rugby, not football. But he just laid down, and then everywhere else he was pretty much off lead. Like right at the end, he was just like off lead while everyone was packing away. Like it was mega to see. Again, last week it was around Dewsbury Rams off lead. This is the thing. We're gonna build that up. Now, if you've got to think, if you've got food motivation, time motivation already, you're capitalizing on your dog being off lead in this moment as well. Easy. Yeah. You just bring that little bit of a consequence if needed through your likes of your e-collar. Absolute sound. Bring that sense of urgency to come back. Off lead in the club. There you go, mate. Off lead in the club. Right. And it probably got busier after I left. Right. And I think even when I was there, there must have been 30, 40 people. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that I love that. Send me a picture of him literally just place bed in the middle of this club, right? On the dance floor, just plonked down, just poof, straight there. Didn't care. Kids running around as well. There was kids running around, coming up to him, and he just like, I'm just gonna stay here. Because he dissipated, he's so relaxed, he dissipated that all that stress or anything that else that happened. And ultimately, again, don't we all want our dogs off lead? Mine are very, very rarely on lead. Where I live now, very rarely on lead. Right? I'd much rather them be off lead, doing their own thing, than I'm on lead. And that's because I trust them and that's because I've built this up. You know, and you're gonna have fucking great time, you're gonna have shit times. You have times and go, fuck, I didn't expect that to happen in terms of like, I don't know, fucking squirrel runs in front of you, school of squirrels or something, right? You're not gonna be prepared for that. But then you're gonna have to fall back onto that training side of things and go, fuck, let's bring that consequence in, let's bring it back. We'll get there. Yeah. And it's not the end of the world. Because you learn, everything's a learning curve. Exactly. No dog is perfect. If you're looking for perfection, you're always going to be disappointed. What you've got to do is see the wins from that and go, I've done really well there, or we've done really well there. And then the things that haven't done well that you're not happy with, break them down. Why hasn't that happened? Why could that be? Did we do too much? Was there too many distractions? Were we not at a sufficient distance? Was he tired? Was the motivator not there? Yeah. Exactly, Luke. Train the dog that's in front of you, right? Going off topic a little bit in that, right? We've got Kobe trying to get used to the girls, right? He's here. You can hear him whining and crying, right? Well, Kobe trying to get used to the girls, and it was a smart ass. Being in his crate, it was like, yeah, fine, don't worry about him. They're out here. So we got him out and put him onto his place bed. And literally, there's probably about 4 foot between him and Jimpy. Just there, fine, no problem. Could we have pushed it a bit further? Yeah, we could have done. Could have pushed it where Jimpy was moving about a little bit, all that type of stuff. But what's the point? Because he was already getting tired. And again, everything was saying he's getting tired. If he's getting tired, right, you're going to make mistakes. And obviously, in our case, I don't want him to make mistakes because he's reactive. Or he can be reactive. I think he's a smart ass. I don't think he's fucking, I think he knows what he's doing. So you've got to train the dog in front of you. But it's not a rush either. There's no rush. Some dogs learn quicker than others, but also some humans learn quicker than others as well. No one more. Yeah, exactly, mate. No more one more time. And again, what I mean by that, and I think I've spoke about it in my other lives as well, is you don't want to do just another rep, just to get that good rep in, just to see it go, oh, you can do it, right? Because even the shit reps mean something. Because what you're going to do is after your training, where possible, you're going to restrict your dog, you're going to put the dog into a crate or what have you, whether that crate in the car, crate in the house or on the bed or in the pub, the dog's going to sleep. And it's going to learn that, right? It's going to learn, right? How many times has this probably happened to you? I know it's happened to me. Dog being shit, or you think the dog's being shit. You put the dog up, what I mean by put the dog up, you put the dog away. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe even the next day. You come back out, you do the same thing, the dog just gets it. And you go, why the fuck couldn't you do that yesterday? Because it's learned. It learns quick. So, but what that time also gives you, you're not then getting frustrated, but then you're able to then think about how you can make it a little bit easier next time to guide the dog to that point. Remember, baby steps. And it goes to the same thing with recall or off lead. 2 seconds, I just need to put my oven on. I'll be back. Calm down, man. Calm down. Yeah. So it goes to the same getting your dog off lead. You're not just going to go to the end goal and go, right, look, we're in the park, let my dog off, and then it's fault. You're going to build that up. Mate, you should be very proud of him. You should be. That's the whole point, right? This is the thing. You've put the hard graft in and you're reaping the rewards. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be some days that you're going to go, what the fuck? Right? What the fuck have you done that? Chalk it up. It's one of those days. Remember, dog training is like this. You just got to stay consistent. Those peaks and troughs get narrower and narrower and few and far between. Yeah, Shez, I'll let you take that one, mate. What do you think? Yeah. Need some time. That's mega to hear, Tisha. Honestly, I'm really happy to hear that. And this is a thing, right? You're gonna have them. No one can take them away from you. You think again, if a dog trainer can just give you all the highs, they would. Fucking damn right, really would. But it's almost the next thing that happens. That is someone clicking the fingers and you got the dog. Oh, it's magic wand. At that point, you're fucking just charging a lot more. Or you're doing it as a charity and all dogs are fixed. Yeah. So it's one of those things. Yeah, exactly. And I think from what Shez is saying there, it's not up for discussion. It's because I've told you to do this, you need to do this. That's it. Yeah. Again, goes into respect. Look, I've got Kobe here, right? I can tell him down. He ain't gonna fucking do it. If I had food, he'd tell it I'll do it, right? But he ain't gonna do it. Yeah, his mum tells him to go into a down. He'll do it. Why? Because there's relationship there, right? So there has to be that relationship there as well. It's that give and take, right? So, yeah, exactly. He's going to have that little bit of a, well, don't want to do it. And then he's going to realize, fuck. I'm just going to do it anyway, right? Because again, right, what happens is, especially with settling or utilizing your crate before and after training, you're going to build boredom, and you want boredom either side of your training. So that the best thing to do in that moment, right? Best thing to do in that moment is the training. Because again, everything comes from you. So if you then work on this in a recall sense, right, or getting your dog off lead, well, being on the lead is boring. Being off the lead is really fun. That comes from you. So the dog then chooses to be with you, going, well, what are we doing? I'm off lead, but what are we doing? Are we playing the ball? Are we doing obedience? Are we playing with a tug? Are we doing flirt pole? What are we doing? Am I allowed to go and go sniff the fucking fox piss on the trees or what have you? Everything comes from you. But then if it comes to it and he goes, I'm going to push it a little bit. No, you're not, son. You can't, because I'm going to restrict your privileges, and that's boring. Yeah. We want the dog to want to be with you. And this is the thing that I always talk about in recall, right? When people say to me, I want recall, that's great. I can build that real easy, right? But it's not how you think. Because recall is something that's like an emergency brake. You need it if you use it if you need it. What you have is, when your dog is off, it's not a case of take the lead off and the dog goes, fuck you, I'm off, and it just runs off. I take the lead off my dog and my dog looks at me and goes, what are we doing? Right? Or mills about near me. I say this all the time. I let my dogs off, they just stay with me. Right? Or generally stay in my vicinity. They don't ever fucking just bolt off, because I'm the most valuable person, most valuable entity in their life. Yeah, Shez, good, amazing, perfect. Generalization. Yeah, do it around, do it everywhere and anywhere, and it's not a routine, and it can the command can happen at any point. Yeah, so it's generalization, right? Hard yards have been put in. This is what needs to happen. Now I'm going to make it harder for you, because this is another thing. Going back onto my example earlier, what we did earlier today, we could carry on just being for the next fucking 6 weeks, him in his crate in a down, feeding him, but he ain't going to fucking learn anything because he's not pushing the envelope. So you need to push that envelope and go, yeah, it's hard. And it's like a mini peak and trough. But this is what's gonna build you. Yeah. You know the thing, Luke, right? Again, every dog's different, right? But Chief is, yeah, only one. Guys, have you only had him a few weeks? What, 3 months, 4 months, something like that? Oh fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna die. I mean, we're all gonna die. I mean, my laptop's gonna die. There we go. You still got me. But yes, you've had him 3 months. And generalization is weak point, yeah, but you're doing more with that. You got to think, Luke, you didn't want to go off your estate until recently, until I pushed you off there and I said I want to see more of it. And now look at where you're going. You're now starting to bring your generalization in, and that comes with confidence, because most of the time you don't want to feel like you do anything wrong or people looking at you. You can have that conflict. You shouldn't be doing this. You should do it this way, right? Remember, guys, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Most people's are shitty, right? Like it fucking matters. Are you happy with your dog? Yeah. Is your dog happy? Yeah. I mean, someone told me earlier that your dog can't be happy. It's just content. Go fuck yourself, right? As Jim Biz was looking up at me with a fucking nubbing going like that, right? Tell me my dog's not fucking happy, right? Anyway, Ecolab does a lot out and about off lead. Yeah, exactly. And again, Shez, you probably say you'll say the same thing, right? Working level's gone down now because he's got used to it. He doesn't need to, that noise, that external noise, right? And that external value has been dropped because e-collar level was higher, and then you bring that down and then it just settles the dog in, right? This is the thing. If you can get we've said this before on another one when we talked about e-collars, you can get an e-collar in early doors. What else do you need? Obviously, I like to layer it into behavior. That's not to say that you can't trade it for said behavior. It's nice and easy. But a lot of people see that the e-collar is like the last resort. I remember a conversation, again, even on e-collars. I remember Shez messaging me before we even fucking started. I think they just booked in and I think it was the next day. Again, 11:15, right? Going, I'm going to buy an e-collar. What do I get? And I'm like, what? Calm yourself, kid. You know, settle yourself down. We'll get on to that point. We'll get to that point, I promise you. And I think by session 2, I was like, yeah, let's get him into an e-collar, because you guys were open to it. And we smashed it in. And then look at you. Yeah, 100%. Look, 100%. Is it possible for different dogs to find external factors more interesting than other dogs? Or is it more about the training? No, 100%. Straight away, right? If I get a Staffy and a Cocker Spaniel in a field and a bird flushes up, or a pheasant, what do you think is going to be more interested in that environment? It's going to be a Spaniel, isn't it? Right? Just because The staffy probably has no value in that fucking bird. It's like, oh, right, cool. It might have an interest in it. Go, oh, cool. But it ain't gonna actively gonna try and flush that bird out. Yeah. You have a very defensive dog, Rottweiler, say Rottweiler, right? Back tied, and then you have that same spaniel back tied in an environment, in a room, and someone comes in with the hood up looking real shifty. Which dog's going to kick up and find value in that environment? The Rottweiler, because it's defensive. Does that make sense? So 100%, your environment definitely is needed, but you can't. This is the thing, right? This is why me as a balance trainer, and why my whole my whole program's changed, and why offer has changed. I don't use the unit for a lot of my training because it's a sterile environment. What's the fucking point? You're not walking your dog in a unit. So let's get the fucking foundation set real early on, and then let's systematically get to that point where you're getting out and about. So that's why by session 4, well, 3 and 4, people are out on the field. Is it going to be messy? Yeah. Is it going to be perfect? No. A bit like recall. Is it going to be messy? Yes. Is it going to be perfect? Fucking no. Have you got everything it means to be able to work with it? Yes. That's the whole point. It's going to be clumsy. It's going to be messy. And that's just fucking life. If you're looking for perfection every single time, you're never going to get it. You're just going to be happy with the good things and fucking learn from the bad things. Just asking me because Ted goes wild for smells. Yes, because he's a retriever. You can see the working line even when he's on the scent, but people find people relatively blind. Yes, because he wants to go and find them smells. He's a gun dog, right? I said to you guys, I've got a friend over in Ireland who has seen your dog and gone, fucking hell, he's great. I hope he does some work, because he is that type of dog. And then you're now looking at going down that route. You could even just do scent work with him, right? And he'd like that. Exactly, Shiz. This is exactly what we're talking about here. Yeah, you're allowing him to sniff. You're allowing him to do that, but then allowing him to come back to you. Yeah. So it's on your terms, not his. So this is like again, if we're using the environment as a reinforcer in this moment, right? If you like a bitch in heat, there's a bitch in heat, it's pissed on the field, and dog is really interested in that smell. Cool. I'm going to mark that. I'll put my fucking bag next to it. I'll put a cone on it, whatever I've got, right? I'll put my ball on it if I need to, or near it, and go, right, you're going to work, but then I'm going to allow you to have that sniff, but I'm going to allow you to sniff it first and go, that's how you get everything through me. Yeah? Oh, I have no idea. Ebony's trying to get in dog crate or something with Kobe. I have no idea what's going on. All right. I think he's decided he wants to finally find the treats that we all dropped earlier because we were just throwing them at him. Not the treats, but his food. So yeah, it's a really good exercise to have. It's like, look, this is what you can have, but it comes through me. Yeah. Mate, 100%. Yeah, restrict those freedoms if he blows you up, right? It's like anything. Yeah. Restricting those freedoms, right? If you don't, and he can blow you off and not do as you ask, but still get the reward or still get what he wants, what's the fucking point in doing it with you? Or what's the fucking point in doing anything that you say, right? Restricted freedoms doesn't have to be anything massive. It can just be going into his crate, more crate time. And a lot of people go, I don't want him into his crate. Well, fucking use it. Because if he's fucking dicking about, put him in his crate. Remember, fucking shit has to be boring, especially when you're doing training. If I see Chief off lead trying to mark or wandering while sniffing, I tap the T button. say, look, I don't like that, leave or come back to me. Yeah, exactly. So again, in that, remember, as we talked about, the dog will tell us what is discomforting. Yeah. In that case, that tea might be a little bit discomforting for Chief for him to go and get that attention, right? Whereas the stim might not be in that moment. Or the stim might be too much, right? And the tea is just a case of, hey, you carry on, you're gonna get corrected. Yeah. So think about what you're doing. Yeah. Because again, dogs will lose their fucking mind and get the nose buried into a fucking smell that we can't see, and then the head will come up and they're like that, chattering, and the fucking eyes have gone wired, right? And right, it happens. So getting on top of that is going to help. So again, remember, as we've talked about before, trying to correct behavior at a lower state of arousal before the blow up or before the point where they've just totally fucked off because they're in an adrenalized fucking weird state. You're getting that, you're going to have a better chance. And this is where timing comes in as well, right? T is our warning. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit like I use yeah. Use and the dog goes, oh, fuck. But if I say no, the dog goes, oh, fuck, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah. So ultimately, look, we've talked about, we've got all these examples, right? And we've just had even real life examples from real people, right? Not just me saying things. Hey, big boy. What's up? What's up? You're the big boy. Do you want to be on camera? Big bad cool, big boy. Sorry. Yeah, as well as use the same time. Yeah, exactly. So you bring that verbal to the tactical, right? So look, we've got real life examples here of how being off lead works and is better for the dog because the dog is unsatisfied. And then when you do ask it to do things, it goes, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. No dramas. Right. Again, Chief used to lunge at trucks near his fucking gaff, right? Don't do that anymore. It's not valuable to him. There's no fucking, it's nothing there because he's getting value and he's getting reinforcement elsewhere. He's doing his own thing. Yeah. We've had some brilliant success since Thursday with Ted's lead stuff. We spoke about Chris. We haven't had a single instance of leave activity since Thursday. He's been much better. Mega. Fantastic, mate. And again, I gave you that message. I sent you that message, that voice message, and that's not me being a dick. As we've talked about, it's not me being a dick. I saw that. It's not me being a dick. It's trying to change your mindset of how you see training. Training's hard, man. Again, it's like going to the gym. Training's hard, and you have shit days, and you're like, fuck, I can't move this weight, right? I had it when I used to be fucking bulking and cutting, right? I'm like, oh, fuck, why can't I move this weight? I've been going up weight. I've been doing better and better and better and better every single fucking week. Why can't I do it? And I take a look and I'm fatigued. All right, let's have a deload week. And then I'm going to hit it again, deload week, get food back in, all that type of stuff. Go back into it. Fuck, look, I've got above where I needed to be. You can try and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You're going to fucking hit a plateau. So you need that step back to drop criteria a little bit and go up. Does that make sense? Like at the pub last night, after he has done with his place, had his sleep, he tested patients, so he got put in timeout in the van. He lost all purpose. Exactly. I did the exact same thing. I used to do the exact same thing with Jim P at training. She'd come out. If she worked like shit, you're going back in the van. You're not going to fucking bite the person that you think is valuable. He was wearing a suit. He's not just biting people, right? You're going to work like shit. You're going to bite like shit. You're going to go back in the van. And then you're going to come back out. Are you going to work harder? Sometimes she did. Sometimes she didn't. Right? Back in the van then. I'll put her away. Right? Because for me in that moment, I was generally there for about 3 or 4 hours. I wasn't working the dog all the time. There's a few of us. Right? And there's a chill out. We were like shit. Do you know how many times I had like real shit sessions and I come away going, fucking she did shit. But I found something really good from that session to go back on. Oh yeah, like a heel work was good. Yeah. The thing that we've been working on, been really good. Yeah. Bike work may be a bit shit, right? But the next session, the week after, when I got her back out, she'd do really well because she sat and learned on it and sat and thought on it, right? It's just one of those things. I've had sessions where she's fucking smashed the person in and they've gone, fucking hell, what's going on to this dog? And then I've had more sessions probably going, what the fuck's going on with her? I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's not bred for this shit, right? So I have them as well. So ultimately, guys, getting your dog off lead is probably going to help you a lot. I think the sooner you can, the better, right? And it's hard. It's scary. It's a scary thought. I mean, Luke, Tisha, we're doing it on Saturday, whenever it is, Sunday. We're taking the precautions. You've done the long lead stuff. You've done the long line stuff. You've let the collar in. You're not getting out and about. Yeah. You've had it where you've been able to do it, long lead on, and him just drag it and play fetch. Now we're going to try and build it back up to being in the field, obviously a secure field, and do it from there. Sense of urgency, come back. Yeah. And very resilient. Dogs are very resilient. Things move quick in their minds. So, you know, they'll have it soon. And then it's just a case of getting out there and you feeling comfortable and confident to do it. I'm not saying like Monday, right, off lead, there you go, see you later, bye. Right? If it comes to it, you need to get your secure fields and all that type of stuff, do so. Right? To make you feel better to know him coming back. But second session, you were sending me videos and pictures of him doing really, really well. So he can do it. Yeah. His power off lead today and wasn't listening, so he lost his privileges of being off lead. Was made to stay in the lead. Yeah, but Shez, what could that be? I'll let you try and message me on that one. I know it's hard for you with regards to your guys set up, right? But what could that be? Why do you think that could be? He could be like that. It's coming. He's coming. Kobe Hansen, boy. I was telling her to have Chief off lead just because I've seen how things can go with dogs not having good recall, not because he's aggressive, just other dog might be. Yeah, exactly. And again, we can't control that environment, can we? We can't control dogs, we can just control ours. But again, this is why recall is really important, because if he's doing his own thing doing that, you can recall him, make him understand that it's not a fucking suggestion, it's an instruction. He comes back, you put your dog on lead, you've got yours under control. Exactly. They only learn from doing it. We can't fucking put them in front of a TV, in front of YouTube and go, look at that, watch that. We can't give them a book and go read that, learn from that. He's got to learn by doing and an actual input from us. I think because he got used to the freedom yesterday on the field and thought he could get away with it today, he was at car boot and he had to stay on me and didn't see it. Has to go back in the lead. Could be that, mate. I would say he's probably tired. Because look at what he did yesterday. Look at all that information he had to take in. Probably tired. And he's just not thinking. Yeah? That's probably what happened. But you handled it the right way. Now, if you're not thinking, mate, I'm going to ask that you maybe have been asking 110% today as well. Right? For him. So all you did was you just went, okay, fine. You're going back in the lead. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't matter. Right? The fact is, he wasn't on form. Right, we're going to drop that criteria. Right, you're going to be on your lead. We're staying in this environment, but you're going to stay on lead. You're staying on lead with me. You want to see it that way. Muscle memory. And now we call his name, and he's so quick. Yeah, he turns on a fucking dime to come back. Yeah, he's fucking smashes coming back now. Loves it. It was so good yesterday. So good. And there was a lot going on. There was like kids playing with balls and what have you. He wasn't bothered. Yeah. So This is what I aim for, and this is what I try and strive for. He loves attention. Exactly, mate. He loves attention. And again, because he's off lead, you in that triangle of control. I might do a bit of a video. Might do next week's live on that. I stick it in the school as well about triangle of control. Because you've dropped that level of control that you give him, you're allowing him to make good choices. You've still got that some control with using the E, but it gives you a bit more freedom, and you can guide him a little bit more rather than being a helicopter dad and a helicopter mom being all over him. You can make those wrong choices and go, that was the wrong choice, and you can guide him with that. The handsome devil, very handsome devil, mate. Pretty boy, that's what he is. Yeah, exactly, 100%. And again, Kate, on that, right? We learn from our experiences, don't we? You know, every one of our experiences is different. Yeah, and again, this is why I like to try and control the situation as best I can, especially if a dog starts to rush mine or is off lead or anything like that. I control mine, get my dogs into heel, put them onto a lead. I know mine are fine. Or I'd like to believe 99% of the time mine are fine. I just don't know what other dogs do it. This is the thing, ignorant people who don't know or haven't seen it. I'm saying ignorant in the sense that it's not a derogatory term. They are ignorant because they've never seen it and they believe they're in this fantasy land that their dog's fine. You don't see how quick shit goes west. Luke, what is it? What, 7 out of 10 recalls are good? And some are sloppy? Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about every day. Yeah, exactly. You've got to practice. And you've got to, again, with that triangle of control, you just drop in that control level that you have because obviously you're controlling the dog, right? The way that you do that, you drop in that by going, right, you're now going from flexi lead, from flexi lead, and you're dropping that control down to right long line. That long line is being dragged and you've been away from me, right? But I can still get closer to you to get a hold of that long line if I need to the point where then you go in, right, I'm going to use, I can then just, I've built up the reps. I can let you off and you understand what the e-collar means to come back. Kate told me off all the time, taking him off lead as I'm walking with him. She would panic then if we were walking and he could see a dog. But I just said, we keep calm and confident. Yeah, keep calm and confident. Use your distance, again, controlling the environment. You control the reinforcer, i.e. the ball or the dog, and then you control the dog with regards to that your e-collar. Because again, your distance is going to give you that time. You've got the e-collar, so you can, if you need to, you can use your boost if you need to. And you've got that reinforcer, so the value to you is a lot higher than the other dog. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But that is basically what it boils down to. Yeah, 7-10 recalls, I would say. He blew us off a couple of times today, but I think he was tired because he's been out and about today before we did some recall. Luke, if you're getting 7 out of 10 fucking good recalls, you are no longer in fucking training, my man. You are in a fucking proofing stage, right? If you're getting 7 out of 10 recalls, that's fucking good. That's really fucking good. Even Kobe's fucking, look, Kobe's taking himself off to bed because I'm getting so, not irate, but emotional about it, right? I just know he's gone for a drink, right? 7 out of 10 is fucking good, man. Sounds great, that, Luke. It's definitely better than you initially made out. Yeah, 100%. Fucking there you go. Right? You've got someone who's saying fucking better. Ted said that. 7 out of 10 is fucking good, man. If Jimpy bit 7 out of 10 times really fucking good, yeah, I'll be fucking made up for it. Exactly, shares. Peaks and troughs in it, mate. Some are 10, some are 10-10, some are 3 of 10. If it's 3 of 10, he's getting back off the lead. Exactly. You don't get that fucking freedom. fucking 100%. Luke, I want you to personally put that in the fucking school tomorrow when I fucking put in for motivational Monday. I want you to fucking put that shit in there. Right? I'm not giving you it, Kobe. Your mum's taking it from you. Yeah. I think we noticed that when he's a bit further away, his recall isn't as good. And there's this one particular tree as well that's apparently God's gift, and he chooses that tree. I think recall is, yeah, exactly right. Okay, so there's again that I posted into the school, but I'll tell you guys here just in case you guys aren't in the school, whoever's here, right? There's a podcast called The Canine Paradigm. Honestly, check it out if you like dogs and dog training and all that type of stuff. It's run by two Aussies. They're fucking hilarious, right? These are the next two people I want to go fucking meet, right? I want to go over to America. Pat Stewart and Glenn Cook, fucking amazing blokes, right? They're talking about a golden retriever or a Labrador or something like that, right? They're in the park. This dog once found a fucking sandwich at this tree, right? And it ate this sandwich, right? And for the rest of that dog's life, it went over to that tree expecting a fucking sandwich to be there. That's single event learning, right? And that tree had the fucking highest value ever because it had a fucking sandwich there, right? So in this chain, that tree, that could be the fucking piss tree where every fucking dog goes. And it's got so much value and you've got competing value there. You may have found a sandwich there one time. I don't fucking know. But there's a value there. So again, you just mark it, go, okay, cool. We're at fucking God's gift tree, right? We'll get him early if we need to. I can see you going over to that point. Ted, come here. Because you got to think the closer it gets to it, the closer the value is going to be. Or the higher that value is going to be. Yeah, because good, fucking damn right. You fucking better be. Go on my e-collars, you fucking smashing it. Should be no excuse. Ooh, recall straight back. He's a pissy boy. Yeah. He's fucking young. He wants to piss on everything. So, he's a young male. Not even one yet. Young male trying to piss on everything. Also on that, if you're out and about in a walk, don't let him piss on everything. Don't let him mark on everything. Cocky dog. We don't want cocky dogs. We want confident dogs. We don't want cocky dogs. Caitlin, you got it. 100%. Further away, bigger reward, lots of jackpots. 100%. Because what's that doing? Using distance, which drops the value of God's gift tree. You're making yourself more valuable. Imagine that tree being a dog that he wants to play with. You do the exact same thing, right? There's a bit of grass on our walk that Chief loves to shit at. So now on the walk, we tell him, okay, and go to and he shits in the same place. Yeah, exactly. He's just feeling confident and comfortable there as well. Yeah. Who are we to deny that from him? Yeah. Fucking love you guys is what I want to say. Look. Same four people, same guys talking good shit. Yeah. Fucking hell, I've got someone else coming in now. Nah, fuck it. Can't be asked. Can't be asked hiding the Guinness steak. Guinness is go. More to the point, if YouTube want to shut me down, that's fine. I've only got 28 followers or something like that now. I've got school now. Get people in on the school. Although no one's taken me up on the offer. No one's taking me up on $5.95. Evidently, everyone wants to pay $7.95, so I'm fucking shitting myself, but we'll see. Yeah, you fucking damn right. He's fucking cocky in the unit. Fucking pissing everywhere. Why do you think your next session's out and about? I'll have to deal with it then. Again, you got to think unit's like God's tree. There is loads of fucking piss everywhere. You got to think loads of males and females. Yeah, exactly, mate. Fucking dogs pissing everywhere. Bitches in heat, potentially. Males fucking competing for it. Hey, occupational hazard, it is what it is. I try and keep it as clean as possible. Maybe I need to get rid of the turf and put some rubber floor down. I'll look at that when I get some more money. If people book in, people want to change their life in fucking 4 sessions. So yeah, need to do some heavy marketing, get some people in. Yeah, man. Well, I get your assistance on that, mate. It's just the money, man. I just need to fucking get it so I can throw some fucking rubber tiles on, some rubber mat and something easy to fucking clean and that. Turf looks good, but it just fucking holds a piss smell, doesn't it? People missing out. Hey, mate, we need people fucking saying that, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. It'll come. I think summer will get a bit more busier when people want to be out and about with the dogs more as the weather gets better. When I go full time, I'm just gonna have to get out and about with my dogs a little bit more and fucking showcase it, show off a little bit. You know, need to really start thinking about shit like that. I was off, so I wasn't able to do any work. So I was off. The ultimate advertisement. Hey, there's plenty more. There's plenty more times that you're gonna go out and do some fucking crazy ass shit like that. Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah. Can't wait for some women. That's what I want. I want you to do that. I want you to go here, there, and everywhere. All of you. I want everyone to go here, there, and everywhere with their dogs. That's the whole point. All right. And so we've got that's the thing, right? Tomorrow, keep an eye out. Those guys who know are in the know. Community walk. I'm going to sort the WhatsApp out. I'm going to set a reminder to sort the WhatsApp out. Get you into it so we know what's going on. Yeah. Done that. What's up for group walk? Like I said, I'm going to try and do the group walks probably every month. Can't believe you fucking used to charge for it. It's like you guys are getting it fucking for no. I'm fucking lucky at you. But it's just a walk and a pint and maybe some lunch. Be good. I think it's Ogden Revs. I don't need to have a look. I'll have a look now, actually. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, I might not be able to do this. Shit. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Got it written down on my phone. Oh no. I know where I'll go. I sent it to a certain someone. Fuck. Yeah, it's Ogden. The fuck? Might not have been. Oh shit. I'll find it later because I've not saved it.